everyone, Arnaldo Wofferman of Master School Dances. Somebody posted in our Compushow Facebook group asking how limiting works, how they can do it, etc. First, let me show you a little bit about what limiting is. And we're going to be using XY limiting in this stance, of course. I have, for example, my NOs, just going all around the dance floor. Absolutely stunning. And whenever we do school shows, I usually have, either the lighting directly over the dance floor, like you see here, or I may have the lighting over the DJ setup, aiming out towards the dance floor. A show like this would be absolutely worthless, since it would only be hitting a dance floor about a quarter of the time, if that. So I started making shows that would only hit the dance floor. And then, of course, James showed me what limiting is. I'm like, this is great. So for all intents and purposes, we're going to do limiting on the master page because there's a couple different types of moving heads that are going here. Otherwise, you can do limiting on individual moving heads or lights as well, which is really cool because that means I can also limit where my video camera, the Elation video camera, goes whenever I have it running on standalone. So we're going to go ahead and close the 3D for a second so it actually shows up. But again, you'll notice that the lighting is over the dance floor. We're going to pretend now that all these lights here are directly over the DJ and the dance floor is right there. So let's go ahead and close that. And we're going to go into our Pages tab. We're going to click on Settings. We're going to click on Patch. And you'll see where it says here, the little XY in the corner, Change Pan Tilt Settings of Selected Fixtures. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and click that. I'm going to select all my NOs. And of course, these are all the moving heads too. So I mean, you can select all of them at the same time if you wanted to. So like UFO or Nova scans, everything will be selected. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and select the NOs. And actually, you know what? We're going to not select the two bottom ones, just so you can see before and after done at the same time. So we're going to select the NOs. Now at this point, you can also invert X and Y. You can swap the X and Y as well in case there's any reason you have to do that. For my experience, based on where I set it up, I found that if I do it right here, I'm just going to resize the stage there. That hits pretty much where the dance floor is. So you want to pretend that your DJ is right here, okay? And this is the dance floor. You can even reset where your 0 point is, where all the lights reset back to, if you felt so inclined. But we're going to go ahead and click OK. Then we click OK. Now basically what that little message that didn't really pop up too quickly was that it was saying that it's rewriting all the shows. So we're going to now open up 3D one more time. And you'll notice that these 4 NOs here are now only hitting the dance floor area, whereas the NOs on the right-hand side are still pretty much hitting the entire room. Again, ignore the band members and the actual dance floor here. Pretend that's all blank. Pretend the dance floor is right here where my mouse is moving, and that you're set up right, in this area. This show here, if that was the case, would be hitting the DJ, would be hitting the back walls, and that's really why I don't care too much for moving heads. But now with this, it makes things a little bit easier, and I can actually use moving heads over the dance floor or over the DJ, aiming out towards the dance floor. Now, of course, to reset it back, I just go to my Pages, go to my Settings. Oops, got to close that. Go to my Settings. We'll go to our Patch. We're going to go to Edit Patch. We're going to select our NO color beams. And we're just going to resize it right back up. Go here. Click OK, rewriting the fixtures to Patch. Then we're going to go to Controller. We're going to go to Easy View 3D. Wait for that to pop up. And now you will notice that it's, again, going back over the dance floor. Of course, again, you can select just certain NOs. You can have all of them, whatever you would like. Completely up to you. But again, it allows an absolute pure control of what's going on your shows. So again, this is Arnaldo Wofferman with Master School Dances, showing you the latest version. This is December 2012 There's a beta out currently of Compushow by Elation. Any questions or anything, make sure to look up Compushow/live group on Facebook or send me a message and I'll be happy to add you on. If you're on YouTube, just check the link in the description so you can click directly below. Same thing with Facebook. Thank you so much. Good night. And God bless.